do today what we're going to go ahead and do today is we're going to actually go to aetnaseniorproducts.com and really learn how to go through and do a quote and how to really access this website so we can go ahead and get started on actually selling Medicare supplement plans. So Aetna Senior Products is definitely specifically for a Medicare supplement. So what we can go ahead and do is click Agents right here on the right hand side for secure login. Click Agents, and then first thing you should do is, if you haven't already done it, which most of you should have, go ahead and log on and register now here on the right hand side. You'll just go ahead and put a bunch of information in there. You'll need your writing number, which you should already have. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to put mine here and log in. Secure login. Okay, so we've got a whole bunch of information here, but really what we're going to be learning today is specifically a little bit more on how to actually go through, and if we wanted to do a quote, if we wanted to go ahead and even issue a new policy in here, we would be able to go ahead and do that. So that's one of the great things about this. So if I'm talking with somebody and they're interested in getting a quote, what I can go ahead and do is go to Products and Tools up here in the top and do a rate quote. All right, and so issue state, we're going to go ahead and do Texas here. And products will be Medicare supplement. You can even do final expense or cancer insurance if you wanted to, but we're just going to stick with Medicare supplement right there. So are they eligible for a household discount? We're going to say no right now. Let's say that someone's just turning 65 and we want to help them. So we're going to make up a name. This guy is named John Johnson. And his date of birth is going to be May 15th. Oops. Kind of sent me back out there. So I'm going to go back into rate quote. Texas. Be careful with those back buttons. Medicare supplement again. And turn it on. There we go. No household discount. So we'll go ahead and just put again John Johnson. Very creative parents. May the 15th, 1951 is his birthday, which would make him going to be turning 65 next month. So we'll do male. Is he a smoker? No, he's not. Actually, let's say yes, he is. Open enrollment is what we're going to do. So remember, when someone's turning 65, they're open enrollment. So we're going to do open enrollment. And the other option is underwritten or guaranteed issue. So remember, open enrollment is when someone's first turning 65 or when they first receive Medicare Part B. So this particular client, he's going to be open enrollment. So let's say that a person had their coverage through work and they're 67 and they're now retiring. Well, what we're going to do for them is, if they did not have Part B before, we're going to select open enrollment. But let's say that they did have Part B all this time and they were paying for it. Well, they're going to be guaranteed issue if they're coming off of work coverage. So that's how we differentiate there. But we're going to do open enrollment. And the zip code is, let's go ahead and just say that they're here in San Antonio. So 78212. Signature date will be today. The effective date is going to be May the 1st, since they won't have Medicare until May the 1st. One of the nice things about Aetna is that, let's say that his date of birth was on April the 5th, and he called in to try to sign up. You can actually make this effective tomorrow if he's already effective on Medicare. So that's one of the beautiful things about this. So you can make it effective the next day. But we'll go ahead and we'll assume this guy is May the 15th. Put in an email address there. So then we can just go ahead and view the quote. All right, so as you can see here, what it does is it pulls up a whole bunch of different options. It pulls up Plan B, Plan F. You can see Plan F is a very, very high premium. High deductible Plan F is $64.22. Remember, that just has a $2,195 deductible, I believe. Plan G, that is the plan most people, a lot of people are going with right now. Premium on that Plan G is the deductible on Plan G is $166 right now. When we're talking to people, we want to make sure that we tell them that's the Part B deductible. So that is subject to change. It's not going to remain the $166 for the rest of their life. But it's a pretty good indication of what they're going to be paying last year, the Part B deductible was $147, so it's not very different. The year before it was $147 also, so it hadn't really gone up. So let's just say that the person, or you can save the quote right here, and I'm actually going to go ahead and save it. And actually saved all of them, but let's just say that now let's click on saved quote, since we already have a saved quote. So what we can actually do is we can click on that saved quote. And you saw there, John Johnson. I just clicked on that check mark, and it brings me back into the quote. If it's been a long time, we can rerun that quote. So that's the quote system basically. Now what we can do is actually move on to the e-app. Now with the e-app, you just click on e-apps right there. E-app for Medicare supplement, you just click right there, which was e-app for Medicare supplement. And there you go. And then you can either start a new case or view my case. Instead of going and starting up a new case, I want you guys to go ahead, and when you're logged in here, I want you to go into training and then webinars. Well, those are webinars, so let's go back into the e-app training. So MedSupp e-app training. It's pretty much the step-by-step. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and kind of talk you through it. So let's just say that you are going after you're signing up a MedSupp client. So what you're going to do is you're going to click on the e-app to launch the Medicare Supplement e-app tool from Aetna Senior Products. You can quote the rate before starting by using the rate calculator, which we did a minute ago. Then you're going to send all required forms using e-documents, application, PDF, OOC, HIPAA, and state-specific forms. So there's step 3 right there, e-documents to applicants. Now this tool is part of a live system, therefore please do not submit test applications as they will be processed. That was one of the things that's why I didn't go in and do one. So it says here, enter applicant's first name, last name, and gender, select applicant's state, and type, product type as Medicare supplement, and then click select to begin application process for the applicant. So you'll go ahead and just go through here. Step number 6 will be, again, to click select to begin application process. Very easy process. Hang on just a minute here. Okay. So enter applicant's demographic information, date of birth, address, social security number, all of that. I'm actually going to make it a little bigger so hopefully you guys can see a little bit more here. You got to put in their height, weight, all of that. Social security number is very important. You're going to go ahead and number 9, to view the completed application in PDF format, you'll click on View Forms. Number 10, is there another applicant? So if you were going to do a household discount, or if you had another person that was going to do it, now would be the time to go ahead and put that in there. Okay. So then we go ahead and go on, and if you've seen the paper application, this is pretty much exactly the same as that paper application. What it is it says here, did you turn age 65 in the last 6 months? The answer will be yes for this particular gentleman. Did you enroll in a Medicare Part B in the last 6 months? You can put yes or no, because he's going to have that as of May the 1st. So that's the date that I'm answering these questions as of. Okay. So no. And these are the eligibility questions. Okay. Now, based on answers to eligibility questions, applicant A qualifies for open enrollment. Based on the answers to the eligibility questions, applicant B does not. So we have that. So we're doing this. Let's say that you spoke with someone and they're turning 65 and you're enrolling them, but it turns out that their spouse had a different plan that was much more expensive. A lot of times we see that. So you can actually do their application right here also. And so you can do them both at the same time. So if a person is guaranteed acceptance, you can actually attach your notice or proof of eligibility right there, which we would recommend, because otherwise it's going to hold up the application. So down here, your applicant A would not answer any of these questions, any of these health questions, but applicant B would. All right, so you can see that applicant B had a yes answer. So if any health questions are answered yes in this section, applicant B does not qualify for this insurance, and you will not be able to submit this application. So you'd really just have to go back and start one without applicant B. Just keep scrolling down. Now, the good part about this is that for most of these, if you're just doing someone who's turning 65, you're not going to even have these questions to answer, really. Is the other Medicare eligible adult applying either your spouse or someone with whom you're in a civil partnership? So you put yes. Is the other Medicare eligible adult who already has coverage under an American Continental Life Insurance or Continental Life? You or someone you have a civil union with. So that's if you knew someone who already had Aetna and you're just adding their spouse, where you can go ahead and get them that discount. You can put their information here, the effective date of their med supp, the plan that they're on, how they pay it, and everything like that. And then on number 21, what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to put their premium payment option in there. So you're going to go ahead and put the name, the financial institution name, checking, saving, routing number, account number, and everything like that. And under that is agent information. You're going to put your first name, your last name, your routing number. So it's always important to have. I believe that this is going to pre-populate for you. But you always want to have your routing number just in case anyway. The last four of your own social security number. The commission percentage. Now, if you had someone else that you were going to pay commission to, you'd be able to go ahead and do that. So what we're going to go ahead and do is once we're done with all of that, we're going to validate this. And so basically they're going to check and see if your application is in good order. In this one, it says your application is not in good order. So to be considered in good order, complete the yellow highlighted field. So you'll click return to incompleted sections of the application, and then you'll go ahead and finish that. So as you can see up here, it was basically saying that the state license ID was not updated. So then validate and lock that data. So congratulations, your application is complete and in good order. You now qualify for electronic signature process. Please click lock application button below. So you'll do that right here, lock application, and proceed to the signature process. So you're going to choose how you're going to do the signatures. So you can either collect all client signatures electronically, collect a voice signature from the applicants, or print application for clients' wet signatures. Now I'm going to tell you that that's the option that we least want to do. We want to go ahead and get them to get signed up right now. So as you can see here, it says collect voice signatures for applicants. We're going to print the applicants' applications for the client's wet signature, but we're going to actually do the voice signature for the applicants. And they're not present if you're doing it over the phone. And just go ahead and read through these things right here. Once you do the applicant or the voice applicant voice signature, they're going to go ahead and get your confirmation number provided after the completion of your voice signature. So I've got it right there. And we're going to go ahead and put that in there. And then it says click to apply electronic signatures. Once you've got that information for both or the one that you were going to do, and then it's going to show that it was signed. If you wanted to collect the signatures electronically, there's definitely a way to do that. But it's going to involve entering applicant's email ID and payer's email to send the signed copy of the application and EFT form authorization, obtain e-signature consent from applicants and payers, and so forth. So this was a face-to-face signature. So to apply face-to-face signature, select collect all signature electronically. Select present for every signer available in office. Present. So specific signature criteria will be displayed for selected signature option. And then combo signature can be used if all parties are not available in the office. So we are going to go ahead and email them out their e-signatures here as well. And then it says here, obtain acknowledgement for electronic signature from all the concerned parties, and then click to apply electronic signatures to apply their signature. Again, the very best way to do it is, especially because we're going to be hopefully doing these over the phone, is to do the voice application. Okay, and then access your application. Click here. Your electronic signature is needed, so basically that's where your client, what your client's going to get. You'll be able to check on the status right here and see if everything's done. See a waiting agent e-signature or a waiting consumer e-signature. So everyone's got to do their e-signature. And that's it. So what I want to go ahead and do is also tell you that here in this training, under the eApp training, you've got the Supp eApp overview, and you just go ahead and click on that. That's just another one pager just to remind you of the things that you need to do. So I would even recommend printing this up, putting it in your file, just so that way you remember, okay, these are the things that I have to do. Now remember, here in Texas, it's Continental Life Insurance Company of Brentwood, Tennessee. Here's the voice signature sample, just to kind of see what they're going to expect. All right, so we can see that that's all done. So it's just some frequently asked questions here. Want you guys to be able to access this, and it's just, again, right there and all that training, frequently asked questions. Um, let's see here. What underwriting companies are available? It's going to be Continental Life Insurance Company. Can I use a tool for all med sup application types and plans? Depending on how the eligibility questions are answered, the tool identifies the application type, open enrollment, guaranteed issue, or underwritten. Does the tool calculate premium rates? Rates are calculated based on the application information. Plan selected and state includes household premium discount and application fee when applicable. So it's got all your information here. So I definitely recommend making a copy of this as well, so that way you have complete access to go ahead and go through and actually do the Medicare supplement application. So this will conclude our training on the Aetna Medicare supplement products. What we'll go ahead and do real quick is just want to make sure that there's nothing else you might want to have access to. All right, we're all done here. Well, thanks for staying with us, and you have a great day.